Yo, welcome back to Herbistry420. I'm your host, 40. Today we're going to infuse heavy cream in a small batch. But first, I'm wearing a shirt with cleavage. Because they say sex sells, babe. I got jokes. Anyways, we're doing a small batch of infused heavy cream in the Pot By Noids, and that's because the Pot By Noids is great for small batches. It does a cup, 250 milliliters, and we're only going to put 200 milliliters. The reality is what we're planning to infuse later is ice cream, and that takes 470 milliliters of heavy cream, but we're only going to infuse 200. We'll use 270 from this later, not infused, right? I'm going to use hashish. I've already decarbed the hash, and if you're not sure how to do that and you want to use hash, check the link at the top. You could use decarbed flour, decarbed hash, your choice, right? Now this hash is 1.5 grams, conservatively at 40% THC. That would give us a total potency of 600 milligrams, but you have to account for loss. It will either be between 20 and 30% loss, so between 420 and 480 milligrams of THC for our final infusion. Anyways, come on over here, let's get started, baby. All right, so we're closer. I'm gonna go ahead and lift off this protective cover from right here on the top, and you can pull this out, right? It's got a little measurement on the side so you can know that, like right to here, for example, is 200 milliliters. Here is 250, etc. So you don't have to measure it, you could just use this cup. So that's kind of cool, right? We're gonna move things around and just put this right here. And we are going to go ahead and first put the hashish in, right? Let me go ahead and try to show you without spilling any what this looks like, right? This is the decarbed hash right here. Hopefully you can see without it falling. And the reason I'm wearing a glove is, and I also brought this little grater, so we could technically grate it, but I think all I'm going to do is with the glove, I'm gonna try to break this into smaller pieces, and I probably should have got a second glove, right? Anyways, the idea that, or the reason that I'm breaking this into smaller pieces, same as if you were using a decarbed herb. I would break it into smaller pieces because the reality is there's no grinding function on this unit. There's no mixing function either. So the reality is the infused material is just going to be sitting in whatever liquid it is. You know, whether it's oil, whether it's milk, whether it's heavy cream, whether it's butter, etc. So again, this was in the freezer. I decarbed it yesterday for 45 minutes at 110 degrees or 240 degrees Fahrenheit. And yeah, so it's ready to rock. We're just breaking it into small pieces. We're going to put 200 milliliters of heavy cream, and then we're just going to turn this puppy on. The reality is this machine is a set it and forget it, right? You go ahead and you turn it on. There is no time or ability to see how much time is remaining, and the machine decides this on its own, right? It's like a stubborn little teenager who's like, I'll do what I want. It would be nice if you knew how much time was remaining, but this is all done mathematically in the system, and at the moment this version does not have a way for you to see how much time is left. The infusion could take anywhere from 1.5 hours to 3 hours or something like that, so give yourself time. But again, this is just set it and forget it. All we did is put that in there. We're going to open up the heavy cream. We're going to look on the side right here to fill into the 200 milliliter mark. And yeah, so there we go. As we're making a little bit of a mess, and that is 200 milliliters. We made a little bit of a mess. Now, obviously, we need to save this because I need to use 470 milliliters for making the infused ice cream, which is the whole reason that we're infusing this. Now, you could also infuse milk, and normally I probably would infuse milk, right? Because I really like how infused milk ends up working out. It's super potent. I don't know. I'm a fan of infused milk. But we're going to go ahead and take this, and let me just show you. It's to the 200 ml mark. We're going to go ahead and take this. We're going to put this in. And we could go ahead and put this cover back on. This is for later when we're going to strain it, the built-in screen. We're going to put the cover back on this. We're going to move this here, and we're going to move it to the infused THC function, which is this empty diamond right here. We're going to leave this, and right now, the color on the bottom is going to go pulsating from green to white until it's done. It will beep when it's done, and it will also stop changing colors in the light ring. So that's how you'll know it's done if you don't hear it beep. We'll be back when this is done to strain it, and I'll see you guys then. All right, so it just beeped. I turned it from here to the power location to say, hey, turn off. We're going to go ahead and unplug it from the plug. I've got a cup here, and the reason I'm going to put it in a cup or a glass is because I'm going to use it today, right? So we're gonna go ahead and take this off. Now keep in mind, anything you touch, like for example this lid, it's silicone. It's not gonna burn you. If you touch the glass right here, it's super hot, so be careful, use your head, grab a glove if you have one. I should do that. All right, so now that I've got a heat-resistant glove, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up and we can see inside here, let me go ahead and turn this, you can see that there's little specks of the hash in there. That's all good. We're gonna go ahead and put the filter on top right here. As we put this filter on top, we'll make sure that the silicone part is pressed down. Remember that this is just going to shoot out the top, so we need to be careful. As I turn this on its side, I could go ahead and start squeezing this down, and we are straining all of the heavy cream that was in there, right? We're going to press all the way to the bottom. We're going to turn this upside down, and again, you know, this is just basic filtration right here because there's a screen in there. All right, so perfect. That's it, guys. This is the end result of our infused heavy cream. You can smell the cannabis in there just a little bit. It's only discolored by a little bit. I'm going to put it in the fridge. All right, so I just wanted to say a couple things. Number one, you could see some of the granules of the hash in here. They're very fine, almost like a powder. So some of them must have broken down and they passed through the screen, and it's totally fine, right? I don't think we'll notice it at all in the ice cream. So yeah, if you had used flour, for sure that wouldn't have happened in this device, but okay, with hash it could if it's really fine, right? I don't know, I'm doing this like you could see how fine it is, right? I also thought I should move the camera back. I'm wearing this cleavage shirt. We should... Anyways, I got jokes, yo. So the reality is we could have infused milk, heavy cream, etc. because what we're planning to do is make infused ice cream. This should keep in the fridge for a little bit, but again, I'm going to use it today or tomorrow. I think today. As soon as I finish this video, then I will start the infusion of the ice cream video. Anyways, guys, gals, everybody, stay tuned for that. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. You could also do this on the stove, by the way, same as you would infuse milk. I think I have an infused milk doing on the stove video on the channel. Go ahead and search it. Anyways, guys, gals, everybody. Everything reminds me of her. Guys, gals, everybody, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. You know the deal, baby. Till next time, I'm out.